language is, um, gifts, right? Just to put in layman's terms, it's just, getting gifts is your thing. So then instead of them, let's say flowers, or let's say chocolate, or whatever, your, jewelry, perfumes, um, they, instead of bringing it to you privately and having that private moment with you, so you can then in turn show your gratitude, or then, follow up with whatever their love language might be, and kind of just like a give or take partnership, like the dance of relationship. Is like, you go this way, I go this way, like that swing, that sway of the relationship, or what I say, like sway of life, like finding that balance, but it's more of a sway, right? But that's the opposite. It's more performative. They're not giving you the things privately. It's almost like they have to send it to your workplace so everybody can know what kind of great partner they are. Like, and it's almost like if you're not that, like, for example, for me, I use myself as an example all the time. I once had a relationship that was like that, especially the beginning stages. And I told this part, I'm like, at home, privately, you're not really showing that. It's almost like performative, right? It's like you're giving her this big teddy bear or a bunch of flowers or chocolate or jewelry or blah blah blah, and this transcribe into different part of my life, so to speak. And speaking up becomes more like a punitive thing. Okay, so if you're not gonna like me sending you all the stuff at your workplace or at your school or whatever it's gonna be, so everybody can see how great of a partner I am, so I can be like, hey, great partner ever, great father ever, great this or and the other ever, then shut it down. I'm not going to do it for you anymore. You're going to see me. I'm going to manipulate you. I'm going to show it in different ways. But sis, listen. If somebody really cares for you and really, really has at the core your best interest, when you tell them, really, babe, like, I would rather you give me your gift, send it home, mail it home or bring it home to me where I can maybe hug you, give you a kiss, have that moment, and it's just so sweet and nurturing. But don't be bringing them. You're making my boss or my principal or my teacher upset because now I have this big old thing in the space where other things supposed to be, and everybody's like, and that can be a trigger for other people in that space where that whole thing is being showed off. Somebody who's struggling might be, not that I'm like here to save the world, but I'm just saying that is just a little inappropriate. And when you go, that just doesn't feel good. I'm getting this gift. It's so performative. And if that's not your thing where everybody's like, oh my God, you must have such a great partner. But meanwhile, when you go home, in the next 2 days, you're going to have fight. You're going to be drooping down the walls, crying on your knees. And this person is not being empathetic to your basic needs. And every now and then, they will love bomb you with this thing where they're like, and then if you complain or not complain or just say, hey, babe, can you just send it here, or can you do it this way because that's you? And they just shut down, they stonewall you, or stop talking to you, or don't text you, or don't check up on you because that's a way to make you feel. And if you don't have worthiness within yourself or confidence or know yourself, you're going to take it personal and start to do other things to please that person because you don't want them to move away because you have trauma bonding with them, or you have an anxious attachment with them, and now you're like, oh my God, I don't want them to leave. I want to give up. Oh my God, I don't like it. If you can whip it in your mind, you can whip it everywhere else in your life. That's love bombing for you.